Yo, what is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and today I am recapping the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 40, April 8th, 2024, and it took place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which was the location of WrestleMania 40. And I can tell you guys right now that WrestleMania 40 was unbelievable. I shared my own thoughts on it. Canadian Yorker as well, which his YouTube link will be in the description. So be sure to go check out my friend Canadian Yorker's YouTube channel, as well as our wrestling channel, WWE Wrestling Bros. So the links will be in the description. But today I am recapping the Monday Night Raw, which was awesome. I did a live stream reacting to the whole Monday Night Raw. If you guys haven't done so, check it out. But let's get to it. This was a great Monday Night Raw. The show opens up with Triple H making his entrance. He's claiming that it was the best WrestleMania ever, which it was. It was the best WrestleMania ever. The chant started to soak in, St. Jude Hunter. And basically, we got the new WWE Undisputed Champion, American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, coming out. Well deserved. His first entrance as Universal WWE Champion, Undisputed Champion, sorry. And basically Triple H presented a tribute video to Cody Rhodes, which was absolutely amazing. Circling the career of Cody Rhodes, obviously the history he had with AEW, and his time with the Stardust, gimmick. But, it was a really, really emotional tribute. Cody Rhodes was crying himself. The crowd was chanting, "You deserve it," and he did. He obviously finished the story, which that he's been trying to do. Basically, he gets on the middle of the ring and kisses the title. He talks about Roman Reigns' 1,316-day title reign, and then that led to Thank You Roman chants. So respect to Roman, putting this company on his back. So it was great to see, until he gets interrupted by, The Rock, and The Rock said, "Oh, you did it, congratulations." And it was crazy. This segment took a while. Dwayne Johnson getting the same, same shit like Dominik Mysterio, just booing before he talks. It was hilarious. And then, Dwayne Johnson talking about Philadelphia, breaking another record of the largest gathering of trailer park trash, which was hilarious. So, but then, it was a really awkward moment because The Rock said that title looks so good, and he had his People's Champion. Basically, they exchanged titles, and The Rock was like, "This looks good." Awkward moment, like literally. He said that The Rock said he has to go away for a while because actually The Rock is going to shoot another movie. Hopefully, I can go see it. And then there's a la 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 la. Goodbye. So Dwayne Johnson is going to take a break, but Dwayne promises that his Cody Rhodes story ended with Roman Reigns, but has just begun with him. So Dwayne Johnson says that, he's taking a break, but he promised Cody when he comes back, whether Cody still has the title or not, he's coming for him. So we might actually see The Rock versus Cody near 50, which is awesome. But then The Rock gave something to Cody Rhodes, which I was like, what the hell did he give Cody Rhodes? It was something, and he said, "Don't ever break my heart again." And that's the end of the segment, and I can tell you, that was a great segment. I'm gonna miss Roman Reigns being champion, but people hate him because he was a heel. People hate him because he didn't defend it a lot, and Triple H said it in the post conference that The Rock, excuse me, not The Rock. The Roman has big plans. There might be something big planned for him. He might even come back as a face. So, but we would just have to see what happens. So, that's just it. So let's get to the first match. We got Shinsuke Nakamura, and this is the This is the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, and you don't know what surprises come through. You got the men's NXT champion, Dragunov, going against Shinsuke Nakamura. I love Dragunov. Big thing going on with him in the NXT. This was a great match. Shinsuke Nakamura is a deadly wrestler. Can shot that to the back of the head, only two, big chop. Dragunov gets the win with the torpedo monsoon on Shinsuke Nakamura by pinfall. It was a great match. Dragunov deserves a roster spot. I know. You're saying that for a lot of NXTers. Like I said, Tiffany Stratton deserves a spot on the main roster. And look what happened. She's on Smackdown. Braun Breaker, he just dropped the tag team titles with Baron Corbin, most likely because it's his last night at NXT. He fell well to NXT just because he got signed to SmackDown. So we're going to see Braun Breaker in the main roster, baby. He might be the next Paul Heyman guy since Roman's making his lead. We have to see what happens. But Ilja Dragunov defeats Shinsuke Nakamura by pinfall. It was a great match. Like I said, I see a lot of potential in Dragunov. Let's get on to the next. We got the Judgment Day celebrating Rhea Ripley retaining her title this past Saturday against Becky Lynch for the Women's World Heavyweight Champion. And then they introduced Damian Priest, new World Heavyweight Champion. That was crazy. Seth Rollins, I feel for him. He put this championship belt. He was the Ingrated champion. He was great. Drew McIntyre won it, but got cashed in on Damian Priest. And as soon as they started celebrating, R-Truth came in, and R-Truth and Miz, by the way, are your new Raw Tag Team titles. Like I said before, thank you Triple H for splitting the titles. It was awesome. But R-Truth, man, he thinks that he's still in Judgment Day. And it's like, I brought the Raw Tag Team titles, one half of it, back to the Judgment Day. And Damian Priest is like, you're not in Judgment Day. They're pissed off. The Miz interrupted him saying that, he doesn't want to be. The Miz said he didn't want to be in Judgment Day, or R-Truth doesn't. And I said this before. Yeah, the Judgment Day wants their titles back. Finn Balor said he wants the rematch right now. R-Truth said that it would be great. There's only 3 of them, and basically there's a invisible guy, which turns out to be John Cena in this next match, which is the Awesome Truth, John Cena versus Judgment Day, Dominik Mysterio, Finn Balor, and JD McDonagh. At first, it was a 2-on-3 handicap match. It was horrible. It didn't look good for the Raw Tag Team Champions. And out of nowhere, when both Miz and R-Truth were down, John Cena came down and ran down that ramp, and then he just tagged in for the Miz, and they did a triple, you can't see me, they did a triple FU to win the match. Wow, what a moment. Like I said, Triple H said that you don't know what's going to happen, the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. So, Awesome Truth and the unexpected ally in John Cena defeats JD McDonagh in the Judgment Day, Dominik Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Dominik Mysterio. So, Dominik Mysterio, Finn Balor, and JD McDonagh, excuse me. And then let's get started. So let's move on. And we got to see Liv Morgan beat up Rhea Ripley, and that feud is about to start, so that's good. The next match, we got Indi Hartwell against the new NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez. Like I said, a lot of NXTers coming to the main roster to have a match. Roxanne Perez just won the title off of Lyra Vicaria, who had a hell of an NXT run with the title. But Roxanne Perez actually did not lose the title. She had an anxiety attack or whatever. But she was part of that one ladder match. I believe it was won by Indi Hartwell. But Candice LeRae, I'm telling you, she's literally turning heel slowly. She's costing Indi Hartwell the matches and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if one person on this team turns on to the other. But Roxanne Perez was able to hit the pop rocks on Indi Hartwell to win the match thanks to Candice LeRae. Well, Candice LeRae attack Roxanne Perez while the referee didn't look. Indi Hartwell got distracted, telling like, "What the hell are you doing?" That got distracted. Candice LeRae is becoming an evil. I wouldn't say bitch, but I don't know. But Roxanne Perez defeats Indi Hartwell by pinfall. But moving on, we got the new Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn, making a promo. You know, the "You Deserve It" chant. Shout out to Gunther for being the longest reigning champion. But Sami Zayn, look, I didn't expect Sami Zayn to dethrone Gunther. That was like shocking, and it was the biggest upset ever. And he deserves it. But then I actually thought Gunther was going to come out. I actually excuse me. I actually deadass thought Gunther was coming out, but it turns out to be Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. Kaiser said, Gunther worked his ass off to be the best champion. But look, now we have to see Sami Zayn as champion. They tried to attack Sami Zayn, but they got the save by Chad Gable. So we get to see which brings us to our next match, which is Chad Gable and Sami Zayn versus Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. So basically, this was a great match. You know, the history. You know, obviously, I called it. I actually thought Chad Gable was gonna turn on Sami or something, or turn on Sami Zayn during his WrestleMania match. But this was a great match. You know, it went back and forth. It was back and forth. You know, ankle lock. Kaiser pulling Gable. This is towards the end. Cuts off Zayn. Zayn with the exploder fired up, and he decided to tag Chad in. The Huluva kick connects. Chaos Theory from Gable. Chad Gable and Sami Zayn defeats Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser by pinfall. And you know, I said this before. Chad Gable is going to be the first challenger for Sami Zayn's title, and that's what's going to That's what happened. Sami Zayn thanks Chad Gable backstage and makes a joke saying that, thanks for, you know, getting my bag, and you know that next week is going to be in Sami Zayn's hometown of Montreal, so it's going to be Chad Gable and Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. So I can't wait. People saying that Chad could actually pull a heel, turn heel right here. So next week, so we have to see what happens. But moving on, we got Chelsea Green versus Jade Cargill. This was a hilarious match. You all know that I despise Chelsea Green. You guys know that I hate her. Obviously, you know, I love to see Chelsea Green get her ass kicked. She wants the spotlight. She was complaining to Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, and Eva Rain because the draft is coming out. And then it just, Jade Cargill's entrance hits and it's like, oh my god, yes, kick that fucking ass. And the match was pretty quick. Jade Cargill defeats Chelsea Green with jaded. Chelsea Green had no choice. Like, what an idiot. But moving on to the next match, we got the main event. We got Drew McIntyre. He's pissed off. He's pissed off at Damian Priest. He's pissed off at CM Punk. There's a big WWE World Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders match. The winner will face Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got Big Bronson Reed, Drew McIntyre, main event Jey Uso and Ricochet. Ricochet is awesome. Jey Uso is awesome. Drew McIntyre is awesome. They're all great. Drew McIntyre, before this match even started, just horrible, was like complaining and stuff like that. It was hilarious. But this was a great match. You know, Bronson Reed, Drew McIntyre, they never faced off, but they're just two huge big guys. Like, oh man. Ricochet was able to stint on puts Spanish announce table. Bronson Reed was on the announce table until Ricochet said sorry to Samantha, and then did a senton. Tamiko puts through the table in Bronson Reed. It went back and forth. You know the history between Drew and Jay. It looked like Drew was going to win this match, but then who came out of nowhere to cost him once again? Second time he cost him. CM Punk from under the ring holds Drew McIntyre, but CM Punk appears. Main event with the super kick, a spear up top hits Drew McIntyre with the diving splash to become the #1 contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So CM Punk screwed Drew McIntyre once again, and this is a feud that's building up, probably into SummerSlam. We have to see, but I feel like Drew's going to try to go after Damian Priest despite the loss, but Jey Uso and Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's going to be a banger. That's probably going to just most likely happen at Raw, unless they book it at Backlash in France. That'd be awesome. But most likely they're going to have that World Heavyweight Championship match at some point on Raw, which makes sense. But this was a great main event. Ricochet, I feel for him. Bronson Reed, it's just Bronson Reed is a heel, but he deserves a push. It's just like, I love Bronson Reed. He should have went to Australia for Elimination Chamber since it was his home country. But instead he had a baby, which is natural. It's great to see him as a dad. I just want to see Bronson Reed have a push at the title. I mean, he faced Gunther at one point and lost. I don't remember. He probably could go after the World Heavyweight Championship. I wouldn't mind a Bronson Reed and Damian Priest, match, but that would be awesome. But before we get wrapped up here, I just want to talk about Field Backstage segment. Obviously, I said Liv Morgan attacked Rhea Ripley until before she confronted Dominik Mysterio about Andrea. So Andrea versus Dominik Mysterio next week. Obviously. And we saw Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, and Eva Ray backstage talking about the draft, which the annoying fucking bitch Chelsea Green gets annoyed. Alright, let's see. Jey Uso and Sami Zayn congrats each other. And there wasn't really a lot of backstage segments, to be honest. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up right here. Thank you guys for watching. In terms of grading, I give this show probably It was a great show. So I give this show a straight A+. Absolute amazing. That Chelsea Green and Jade Cargill, people were like, why are you doing a squash match? But I liked it because I hate Chelsea Green. I love to see her pathetic bitch ass get her ass kicked every week. So I enjoyed that. So I'm giving this show an A+. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. But give a shout out to my friend Canadian Yorker who wasn't able to join me tonight. Make sure to check out his YouTube channel in the description of this video, as well as our channel, as well as our wrestling channel, WWE Wrestling Bros. And WrestleMania 40 was great, and it's the build up to WWE WrestleMania Backlash, which is also which will be taking place in France, which is exciting. And then you got SummerSlam, and then you got Money in the Bank in July. It's going to be so much fun. But anyways, my name is Bruin Steele. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like, subscribe this video, and I will see you in the next broadcast. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.